to BLPA Big Show. Hockey, sports, life for the adult athlete. Powered by the Beer League Players Association. Follow us at the BLPA.
Everybody, just follow.
Keep connected with us. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. You dig that?
Follow
On every social media outlet. And make sure you follow the crew on Twitter. Nick at Nicker Jones. Jason at Beer League Jason. And Jillian at BLPA Jillian. Let's get it.
Welcome to the greatest sports show in the world. Good week, everybody. Hey, it is a good week. We're back again. I know you guys are happy about it. But let's not pretend that you're not happy about it, because not only am I here, but Jillian's here. Jillian, what's going on? Hey, you know what's funny that you made that noise? You know, last week, like YouTube told me like the highest watched part of our video show was when I was wearing that Meta mask. And so
Seriously?
I figured, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's because my face was covered. And so I was like, maybe I should do something like this. Hold on.
Okay, I was going to say, I thought Mark Zuckerberg bought YouTube and was just trying to promote that now. Oh, hold on a sec. Oh, yeah. A rubber basset hound-esque mask.
Like people,
Why you laugh at?
well, I don't know, but maybe this will be the most. Well, hold on.
Who let the dogs out? I want one. Who is that?
So now, not only do we have like my face not showing, but we have a dog on the show. Right?
Yeah, let me go grab Posey real quick. Who let the dogs out?
I don't want Posey to have a crush on me.
Okay.
But no, after I did my solid cartwheel last week.
Ooh. Have you made any progress on that, by the way? You're supposed to
No, I've showed my wife my actual cartwheel and hurt myself.
What?
So,
how come I didn't get to see it? You gave me less effort?
Well, not less effort. There was so much stuff in my room, and like you can see, like it was messy, and now I've cleaned everything up, and I was cleaning it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna just clean this whole sports room up, all the shit that's just in here.
Yeah.
And I found this mask because a long time ago, when Cooper was in preschool, we had to do like this thing at his preschool where we trick or treated, but we sat in cars around the parking lot because it was when COVID was.
Oh yeah, trunk or treat.
Yeah, so we did that, but I didn't have any costume. And so I had to go by and quickly grab something, but this was like 2 days before Halloween, so there wasn't much. I didn't want to scare Cooper, so I just bought a dog mask, and that scared him even
scarier than like a normal Halloween mask.
Well, I also had this old mask for this bit that I was doing. It's like an old man. It makes him like a 90-year-old man.
Ooh.
And the bit was that I was the first goalie to demand not to pay for league fees. And I had this whole bit going, but no one would buy into it and help me with it. So maybe we'll get it going again. But I thought it was funny. And I had this old man mask, like, hey, Sonny, you know, so.
Mm-hmm. You don't even have to make that face because the mask was on, though.
Yeah, exactly. But I would say, hey, Sonny, I would still do it because that's where the voice comes from, right?
It's like the guy. Wait, hold on a second. Do you watch the NFL? Do you watch the National Football League? Do you see that one commercial with the guy with the mustache? Like he looks like a walrus kind of, and talks like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it comes like right from there.
The epitome of an old man talk.
Yeah, I'm a character actor. So I got to get into character, and that's how I feel.
Can you give us another one?
Hey, Sonny, how are you doing? Like what? Another character?
No, I don't. Yeah, what's another character in the repertoire?
I don't know if they come.
Come on, don't be shy.
I don't really have one. I really want to develop. I can't do it. Mr. French. I want to do like a French guy. I want to do a French guy so I can do a character where his name is Dangel Score Best. And he's basically, the idea is he is like the prototypical ringer. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't care. Well, no. He doesn't care if he's like, he leads his top division in scoring, but he plays down in Division 10 because goals are goals and he just wants to score goals. And I want to make that character, but I'm not really good with
built him out.
Yeah. Oh no, I have a lot of ideas, and even some of them are good, you know?
No.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Hey, I got a new camera here. I don't,
what?
Do you like, here, tell me, do you like this camera view or, where is it at there? This one.
Oh my God. I pictured you as more of a Haynes guy.
No.
No.
I mean, I just think, don't you think the other one just looks more clear and crisp? I don't know.
Yeah. Also, this one looks like you're playing a game and I'm kind of watching you. Like I'm above your head, where the other one feels more interactive.
Yeah. So basically, I have this one is a robot. It's actually called the Ozbot. And it's supposed to, if I moved around, it's supposed to follow me. I haven't really.
All right, do a cartwheel.
I don't think I've actually set it up because I just took it out of the box and plugged it in.
Yep.
And I've had it for 3 months. So but I know I actually saw the full ones, like the full. So it's called the Ozbot Mini, but there was like full size cameras in Japan, and like you'd go into the store and it would literally, you set yourself and it would follow you around the store. It was pretty wild. So
why would you want that?
Just if you're doing like cool shit like I do, you know.
Okay, so it'd be following you around your house.
Well, no, it's set stable. So as you kind of move around, like if you're like doing maybe lectures, or say we're doing something like our live telethon, and I've got to walk over off screen to the next thing, it would follow me. Oh, it's just but I also think it's like a really crisp, clear picture on this, and it went on sale on Black Friday, and I bought it, and when I was cleaning stuff up, I was like, oh, I have this. I should plug it in and see what it's about. So.
Beautiful. I love the upgrade.
Thank you.
You're always making the show better.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
That's why I brought you on,
I thought I said better. Sorry.
I'm always trying to make this show average.
Yeah, I'm trying to make the show.
So I guess we should probably mention our sponsor.
Speaking of making the show better.
Yeah. Bardown Sports Co.com, like Yahoo. So basically, listen, Bardown Sports Co. Beer leaguers just like you and me. The guy that owns it, the guy that runs it, he's a beer leaguer, and he's based out of Kansas City. And they just want to be involved in making the sport more affordable for me, for you. When I say you, I mean Jillian, but I also mean you people that are listening. And so they've teamed up with us. And so basically, if you go over to bardownsportsco.com and you put in the code BLPA, they're going to give you $10 to spend on whatever. I would spend on Eagle gloves. That's what I would do. But there's so much other stuff you could do. So go check out our sponsors, Bardown Sports Co.
Yeah. Thanks, Bardown.
When I get out to Kansas City, like I think I got to go out near like the Kansas City area, but probably more St. Louis. But Kansas City just a hop, skip, and a jump from there. Maybe I'll stop on in. And I think we're trying
so
to.
If you're in Kansas, shop local.
Yeah, or if you live outside of Kansas, they have this thing called the internet.
Not local.
Just invented.
I have heard about that.
That's all. I get it. The hard part is that you want to support your local pro shops, but there's just not as many local pro shops as there used to be. Like they're disappearing at a rapid rate. Like even in like big cities, like I think there was a couple I went to in like Minnesota, as a matter of fact. I can't remember which one, but it was like Pirani's pro shop instead of the local one in the rink. So like they came in, bought the pro shop, but whatevs. We just want to make hockey more affordable, and so we team up with people. We support those that support us. They support the show to make it better. Go support them, or else.
Heard it here.
Or you're gonna get
smacked down. It's gonna send the dogs after you.
Hey, I do have a couple questions that people have asked me, and I want to answer them just so we're on the
sweet.
And basically, they watch our show and then they ask us questions, right?
Okay.
They just send me questions, and I don't answer them in the comments because I'm like, that could be long.
Mysterious.
Someone wants to know why I'm always drinking Dr. Pepper. Well, one, I love Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm diabetic. Look, it is a zero. It's a zero sugar, but this is basically my coffee, right? I mean, I get up. I don't want to drive the 10 minutes to the coffee shop. I have a Nespresso machine, but I don't want to drive to the mall and buy some more Nespresso stuff.
You could order those on the internet, as you talked about previously.
But the problem is I like iced coffee. So to do an iced coffee, there's a whole process, a rigmarole. Like you have to do it's just not the same. But you know what? It still doesn't taste as good as Dr. Pepper Zero.
Why is it Spanish?
Zero. That's French, actually, I believe, because they were in Canada. So
but
zero sucre. That's French.
Is that the same? Oh.
Sucre.
Is that normal for it to all be French stuff?
Well, they kind of have to. Like even if you look on the back and it says please recycle, and then value recycle, recycler. I don't speak French.
What? I would have never guessed.
Yeah. So
Okay, so you don't want to get up and drive to the coffee shop, but how do you buy the Dr. Pepper?
my wife goes to the store and buys stuff, so it's
Oh,
very nice of her.
thank you.
So basically, that's it. I also drink water sometimes. So
It's fully
Wait, hold on.
it's a
Okay,
full bottle
okay.
unopened. Has dust on the cap.
Yeah, I've had this water. It's lukewarm, but nonetheless, that's question number one. Question number two: how come we never go live? Listen, it's not like
Okay,
we
that
need-
happened like
Yeah.
it's been
I- this is-
one time where we didn't.
and so I was like, that is a weird question. But I'll be honest with you guys. We're busy people, all right, and we have things that go on outside. Listen, I would love nothing more than to go live, engage with you guys, and then have you guys chirp us. But you know what? It's very hard to do in a schedule. And listen, Jillian had a baby, all right? So we're
He's down
lucky that
there.
we're lucky. You know, if that baby cried, no one wants to hear a fucking crying baby on a live show. We know that. You know that. So hey, we're giving you the content you want. You're just gonna have to download it instead of watch us live, right?
Yeah.
And also, Jillian says some really off the wall shit, and sometimes we might have to censor it. You know, I don't like to censor things, but
That's
sometimes
true. There have been a couple requests from like,
yeah,
yank that out.
and we've thought about doing it. We just, you know, we got to find a time and a place on those requests. Shout out Jillian's mom, my number one fan. Shout out.
That's that.
Wait, so it's down here now.
Team.
Shout out. What's up, brothers? All right, so I guess we could talk about anything to talk about from last week in terms of the recap. I guess I already did. Everyone just liked watching when my face wasn't on, so now a dog. See, if we were live right now, you'd hear a baby.
Do you hear it? I thought because my microphone wasn't by, I might be safe.
Do you hear it? What?
Oh,
what
do you hear the cry? Maybe I'm gonna put him in this thing. Hold on. I'll try to do it and then I'll keep his head down here so it looks like it's still just me talking. Hold on.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Oh, the baby's gonna make a podcast debut. Listen, this baby allegedly was taking a nap, and now he wants to be
It's
part of
my
the
own
show.
fault because I took him out. If I'm wearing him, then he stays asleep. But I tried to risk it and put him down. Shouldn't have done that. I should have just kept him on me.
Got it. Well, you know what? Whatever. So, hey, can I ask you a question? I have a kind of maybe a personal. It's not really hockey related, but it's family and life related.
Go on.
And so basically, my child is sick. He was sick last week. He got me sick over the weekend, which is the shittiest time to be sick. But it was also, there was college football on and there was NFL football on. And so, it got me to thinking as a grade A, 100% male human being and husband, lover, all of the things.
I've heard that about you.
What if, and let me also point out that Tannis is impeccable at taking care of you when you're sick. She checks on you. She cares about you. She brings you food and liquids. She makes sure that you're feeling great all the time. Like, are you feeling better? She's checking on you. Do you need medicine? Which is great. It's great. But I thought this is the perfect way to be able to watch all the big games that you want in your life. So I would probably never do this, but men, think about this. Why not just be sick when the big games are on?
Oh.
No one bothers you. She'll come in, at least in my, do you need anything to drink? Yeah. Give me a beer. I thought you're sick. Well, you know, beer helps with the throat
with
stuff.
The congestion.
Yeah, with the congestion. And, you know, you want anything to eat? Yeah, maybe some popcorn and some chips, but you're sick. Okay, yeah, but I'm just trying to get something on my tummy, that kind. I don't know. What would you think? I mean, would you be pretty mad at Rob if he did such a thing?
I'm so nice as it is.
So you probably.
I also wonder how many guys are actually having issues watching football games.
I will say it's hard on a weekend. I mean, Cooper doesn't do sports, but a lot of kids do. So to be able to, balance your kids' sports, family time and watching the University of Oklahoma Sooner. They weren't playing this past Friday, but watching them, it's very, very hard to do, you know? And
I
this,
feel like-
my friends, is why we don't go live right now.
See, you would have had like 6 minutes of nothing.
Yeah. And I mean, I probably could have filled it by cartwheeling, you know, but
I still want to see that.
yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I get paid to work, you know. Hey, I said something about you know, bringing me chips or something when I was.
Oh yeah. So you chose like the scratchiest foods.
Some fucking joker sent me a box of like jumbo bags of chips. Like, look, let me see if I got it.
Okay. He is up. Oh, he's wearing BLPA gear. Wow. Is that one bag of chips or are there little bags in there?
He sent me a box of these bags of chips. And they're great. They're Middlesworth barbecue chips. Listen, they're like a local delicacy in central Pennsylvania. So this joker sends me these. I love them. I can't.
Did you know that you loved them? Oh, ASMR, no. ASMR. Why can't I hear him crunching? Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. Again.
Oh,
he'll do everything I tell you.
No, listen, they're so good, but I can't get them in Calgary. So he literally got me these things. They taste so damn good. And then I'm like, well, what if I run out of these things, which is going to take me a while? How am I going to get them? So this joker, you know, shout out. Hey, thanks for sending me these things. Who
was it? Do you know?
Yeah, I do know. His name is Brandon. He's a great dude. Comes to a bunch of our tournaments.
Wow.
But I think he just did it because he knew I was going to love him. And then he knew that I would get pissed off because I couldn't get them. So now I'm going to have to order. And here's the only kicker. Like, listen, these bags cost $5.99, $6. Okay. Which is whatever. So he sent me, I can't remember, if it's 4 or 5. So $24 to $30 of these chips. Nice. You know how much I had to pay in taxes and duty? $43. It's bullshit. Canada's bullshit.
Wait, what? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I wrote UPS. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, $30. I spent more on the gosh dang duty than I did the chip. Like, it's just chips. And
so anytime anyone sends you something to Canada, you have to pay that?
Well, when a lot of the problem is when you use like UPS or FedEx, and obviously I'm not shit talking the guy that sent them to me, but anytime you send it like that, they have like a brokerage fee. So it's like $20 right off the top. Just that goes to them for clearing it. But what people don't know is you can call and self clear it. And I didn't know these things were coming. Like, I just got a message, and I a long time ago, but I didn't know they were coming. And so they just showed up, you know, and I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I didn't know that I could just, but anyway, so.
Whoa.
Shout out to the joker that got me addicted to these chips that I can't get anywhere close to where I live.
So cool. Well, you can. You just have to pay $43.
Yeah. Plus the chips. And the
just send it to your Oklahoma place next time.
That's true. I got addresses all over. Hey, we're doing a contest. Great. We're doing a contest over here. I don't know if you know.
Tell me.
I got coupons, got tickets in here. So basically what I said is, hey, here's the deal. If you listen to the podcast, comment on this post. I'll give you a ticket number, and then we're going to draw it. What are we going to draw for? Well, I don't really know. We're going to talk about it. I think we're just going to do. At first, I was like, you know what we should do? We should draw a ticket, and the only way they can get it is if they hear their number and they message me. And if some of you other jokers see other people's number and you let them know in the comments, I'm going to be so pissed because that's not. I'm trying to get people to listen to the goddamn show. All right. So basically, what I thought would be funny is if I did first person, hey, you want $1? Do you want to take it or you want to double it and give it to the next person? Ooh. But then I just know that these jokers would do it where I'd owe people like thousands of dollars. And I'm like, at that point, I'd have to win it myself and be like, oh, I'll take it. You know? But
I think I would just take the $1 and end the game right away. So,
well, yeah, well, you know, most people aren't like me and you, Jillian. They care about others, you know?
No, I don't know. What's that like?
So I think what we'll do is we'll do a $25 Amazon gift card for this one. $25. You know, listen to the show. $25, right? So
that's nice.
Should we draw now? Nope. You're gonna have to listen to the show. Find out when we draw. Gotcha.
Bang.
So okay, what do we got? What do we got to talk about today?
Well, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know something. Well, I see you because you drink so much Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper, zero sugar Dr. Pepper. Something that you were deprived of as a kid that you do now. Here's one of mine.
Okay.
I would say I was a sheltered kid.
Okay.
And I am appreciative of that now. And I don't mean it in a negative way. But when I compare to what some of my other friends did or got, then I'm like, oh, I didn't get as much stuff. Not like Christmas presents, but so we couldn't watch TV or have pop on school nights.
Okay.
So you bet your bottom dollar that if I can drink pop whenever I want, we also couldn't have Gushers or Fruit by the Foots.
Oh, wow. Why?
Or Fruit Roll-Ups because
'Cause-
cavities.
was someone a dentist in your house?
No,
Or
we
is-
just have great teeth.
Yeah. I mean, I have good teeth too, but I do all that shit. But
See, now. So now I'll buy Gushers. So it's something like that. Something that it's like, oh my God, I never got this growing up.
I have one,
Gushers.
and
Okay.
it affects my life in a positive / negative way now.
Okay.
When I was, I don't know how to say it. When I was younger, I think we were poor. I believe we were poor. I mean, I
Okay.
think I remember one time calling my grandmother and being like, "There's nothing to eat here," and she was like, "Well, do you have bread?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Do you have cheese?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Meat?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like,
Oh.
"All right, cheese and
Grilled
bread. You
cheese.
just got a cheese sandwich."
Grilled cheese.
No,
Hello?
I was like 6, so I couldn't make a grilled cheese. I could just
Wow.
turn to 7 maybe. But
Stunted.
I don't remember thinking like I was poor. And I think my grandparents were like middle class because we always got like really good Christmas gifts, and so I always had toys. Like I never really wanted for stuff, but I knew that like I didn't get all the stuff that like all these people like on my ball team and stuff were getting, right? Like,
Okay.
and so even and I think it was like 11 or 12 when my dad started his own company and we like moved, out of the ghetto, which Oklahoma ghetto is probably a little different back then than what the ghetto
Okay.
is now. But like we moved to like a better neighborhood, better schools, and all that stuff. And like we got a house, got a swimming pool, so we were moving on up. But even that, like my dad would not buy like cool school clothes.
Ooh,
So
you
like
didn't go back to school shopping.
well, we did, but like all my friends were buying like Abercrombie and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And like my dad would like go and go, you can get one pair of jeans and like one shirt for the school year, and you can wear the stuff you wore last year. And so
Mhm.
now that I have like my own expendable income, like I have like probably 60 pairs of jeans, maybe.
Stop it.
Like I get on kicks of things like Yeezys. Like I really like the Yeezy tennis shoes. And so I probably have like 20 pairs of those in all different
Good
colors. And so like
God.
that's something that I guess deprived of. And so now I'm like, well, that's not going to happen to me. Right.
Yeah.
So
You showed
that's
him.
kind of a hard thing to do. Right. And it sucks. Cause like there was like a time where like I was really big into like True Religion jeans, and it wasn't like me being bougie.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't me being bougie. I just wear what I like. Like I like the
Mm.
look of it. And so like I didn't care that they were the expensive jeans. I like the look of them. I like the pockets.
Mhm.
I like,
Mhm. Sure.
and so I bought it. And so like now like I wear like AG jeans.
I don't know
And
what
so
that is.
yeah, it's just a brand of jeans. Like I got them at Nordstrom. They have like AG stores in Vegas and all that stuff. And so
Ooh.
so I have a lot of pairs of those, but I went to Vegas this last time and like I walked into the store and they're like, "Oh, our lease is up. We can't find another place. So we're selling all this stuff at like 80% off." And so basically I got like 5 pairs of jeans and like a cool leather jacket. I got like all this stuff for what it would cost for like one pair of jeans usually. So, but nonetheless, I think that's probably one of the things I was deprived of. But like when it came to sports, like I was never deprived. Like baseball, like if I needed like a bat or a glove or like I
Yeah.
had that style. So it was just
Yeah.
you know, um,
Yeah, it's not to be like, "Oh, how poor were you?" It's just like one of those little things, like,
well,
I couldn't watch TV on a school night, and now I'm like, I gotta watch TV on school
well,
night.
but I mean, this is just stuff. I mean, my dad was poor. He was poor. Like he
Okay.
used to tell me like and this is something that affected my childhood too. And still to this day, I won't do. I won't eat leftovers. I will
Oh,
not eat leftovers because my dad,
because you're scarred?
no, because my dad was so poor growing up, his mom would like make like a big ham on Monday and
Yeah.
they eat it all week until, and so he never, and he'd always said like, I'm not eating leftovers. I can afford to not eat leftovers, so I'm not eating them. And so I just never eat leftovers, right? So I just
Yeah.
those things like Tannis will get mad at me. I'm like, I don't want them. Like it's just I don't like leftovers.
Right.
But
That's
anyway.
the argument. My dad will say the same thing. Like if I'm, oh, you're wasting so much. Oh, back in the day. And I'm like, but it's not then.
Yeah, well,
It's
no,
not.
I mean, listen, I don't want to just be like throwing money away.
I
You
do.
get it, right? Well, I do too.
No.
I don't want to be. I don't want to, but I do. Right? I mean, listen, I'm going to Disneyland again next week. We got to use up our passes. So, but nonetheless,
I have an unruly child.
That's okay. That's okay. We're pausing again for another. This is why we don't.
Please.
This is why we don't do live shows for right now. We do something so I know where to cut it. All right, now we don't do live shows right now.
This is
We
why
we got baby drama. You know what I'm saying? I don't even remember where we were in the
Well,
show.
we were talking about food deprivation, and then you said you talked about being poor and the Great Depression and stuff.
Yeah, back in my days. Huh? All right, so what do we got to talk about? There's something else.
No, actually, so I know that we have not revisited our, National Football League. Are you familiar?
Yeah,
We had a fantasy league this season.
we did.
And many shows ago, we said the loser would have to write us a jingle.
Okay.
I know I was not the loser, but I
wasn't
have to say I am upset that it's not normal league rules where like the top 6 go to playoffs. What is this top 4 teams?
Listen, I just did the whatever said. I didn't mess with anything. I didn't play with anything.
I wish you would have.
Well, now I'm okay. Listen, you just gave me consent, so I'm going to play.
Okay, I want to know who our loser was who has to write us a jingle. Okay, the robot just moved.
See, it works. That's cool, huh? That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Imagine it followed you to the bathroom.
What if I sent you one? And it followed you? Yeah.
That's so thoughtful of you to consider that.
Budget, like we
just
have a
send
budget.
me the money that it would cost, and then I'll buy one.
Perfect.
For sure.
Perfect. But then I can't get a tax, right? It's just okay.
Anyway,
his name is Grant. Grant lost. What a loser. You know what I'm saying?
What was his team name?
Don't know. Because I didn't pay it. I can look right now.
I'll look it up.
I didn't really pay much attention to fantasy this year, mainly because I'm on the road so much, and I didn't get into the football. This is not an excuse for why I lost, but it is an excuse for why I lost.
I think you maybe would have paid attention if you were doing well.
Well, I mean, I was 500. No, never mind. I was 5.
I was doing pretty good.
I literally got a trophy that is a thumbs up, and it says "You tried."
Hanging with Hernandez.
Okay, well, see, he had a shitty name. No one wants to know about.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it's Aaron, but he has to write us a jingle now.
How is that possible? He was 6-8 and he was last, but someone was 3-11.
Well, because they probably won in like the consolation.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah, I know that's nuts. But it's also like if you look at our fantasy, like the guy that was 11-3 didn't win our league. It was. Let me shout her out again. I'm getting ready to see her in Greenville this weekend. So Jenny Fajitas or Jenny Margaritas. We called her something.
Ginger Martini.
Yeah, it's Jenny Fajitas for sure.
Oh.
So shout out Jenny Fajitas for winning. She should have to sing us a jingle too for winning. That's what I think.
Oh, if you win, you also get punished.
There are some crazy fantasy loser loser things that people have to do for losing, one of my faves.
Yeah.
One of my faves ever.
I
think I just sent it to you yesterday. Did I send you the stats? I don't know. So they made this
but I think you made it up.
No, I did not make this up. The guy was live tweeting or live Xing from Wafflehouse. So basically he had to stay in Wafflehouse for 24 hours for losing his fantasy football league. And the rule was you got to stay in Waffle House for 24 hours, but every waffle you eat takes an hour off your time.
Okay.
And I thought, that doesn't sound like a punishment at all.
How could you be out of there? Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like anything at all. And I'm like, maybe, what if we did it just to see if we could do it?
Mm-hmm.
But people pay us to do it. Not in terms of like, hey, we're trying to make money, but it's like, okay, for every waffle, like I'll eat a waffle for X amount donated, right?
Okay.
Or we could do something to where like, okay, we start with I have to stay in Waffle House for 1 hour
for
straight,
1 week.
Right?
Okay.
1 hour. and then people donate
Oh,
to
yeah.
keep me in there, and the
Longer.
only way I cannot is then I have to eat to take that off. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So
You
maybe
just really want waffles.
well, I do love no, yeah, Waffle House is cool. Like, I can't even eat a ton right now because the meds that I'm on, but it's just the bacon I really like there.
Okay, the stats you sent me, there was like 3 pieces of bacon
Oh,
eaten.
yeah. So these were his stats. Uh, there were 237 different customers that came in.
Okay.
13 waffles, 11 coffees. Now this one is a, it's going to be a little weird. All right. It might be controversial. 10 laps around the building.
Oh,
So he actually
didn't
left the Waffle
stay
House.
in. Wait, maybe he means inside.
Maybe.
Laps around, like walking around inside.
Maybe 6 new jukebox songs, 5 bathroom breaks, 4 screaming toddlers, 3 different waitresses, 3 pieces of bacon, 2 visits from friends and family, 2 shift changes, and 0 fights.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
So I don't know. I think we could do this, like BLPA's Waffle House challenge. We'll start
Okay.
with $1, like a 1 hour, and then we'll figure out what people have to donate to make me stay. Right?
$100.
$100 is an extra hour. For every
Yeah.
$100 that's donated, I'll stay an extra hour. But
Yeah.
if I eat a waffle, then it takes that time off.
I think waffle is half.
Okay. And then we'll live stream it.
Yeah.
Right?
I
We'll
don't
bring
have a Waffle House by me.
Yeah, well, neither do I. I'm gonna
Oh.
have to go to, like, Oklahoma.
Yeah, let's pick a weird one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm from Oklahoma, it's not weird, but
Well, I didn't say Oklahoma was a weird one. I wanna
well,
pick a weird one.
okay. But I think it would be a cool thing, and so, we could raise a little money for the show. I
Uh-huh.
could eat some Waffle House.
Yep.
I think it'd be awesome.
That's a win-win for everybody.
I'll take Ozbot with me.
What's his name?
He didn't do it that time. Weird.
Inconsistent at best, but aren't we all?
Well, but it's we gotta train. It's like AI robot, right? So I don't know if it really
Okay.
Okay.
So
That's
we have to get our Waffle House bet started, but let's workshop that.
So basically, we're so $2,300 would make me stay there 24 hours.
I
Right?
think I would also do that.
But then but you gotta eat, and then you gotta pay for the Waffle House, right? And maybe there could be other challenges within the
True.
Waffle House that we
Yeah.
could do that would be fun, because we will be live streaming it for 24 hours
Yeah.
on our Twitch, BLPA.
Mukbang.
Yeah, exactly. So, we never did tell people where they could follow us on our social medias. So follow us everywhere at the BLPA.
Yeah.
THEBLPA. Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of ideas,
Yes.
what about my other ideas? Which other one should we talk about?
You get that, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
What was the one about? Oh, do the $12,000.
Hey, did you know that my other friends have a name for my brain that spits out all these ideas?
Tell me.
His name is Virgil.
Why
And
is that?
they believe Virgil is just a hamster that runs around on a wheel inside of my head, just spitting out ideas. So if you ever hear Virgil referenced, they're talking about
I like him.
because I mean, listen, as much as I love you, Jillian, and I do, LUV. Sorry, I'm not hitting on a Rob.
Oh, okay.
But maybe I don't know.
No respect.
Could be LOV. I don't know. LOVE. I don't know.
LUV. I'll take that.
Our relationship's young. But no. So I have other group chats, and I'll just spit out ideas.
Talk to other people?
I know, it's crazy. I just spit out ideas.
Yeah.
One of them may or may not be your sister, but that's another thing. Don't ask.
She told me about that.
Oh, but nonetheless, I do have a lot of ideas. But this idea I've done before, and I think it's time to bring it back.
Okay.
So, have you ever heard of Kraft Hockeyville?
Kraft mac and cheese.
Yeah, exactly. That's the company that sponsors Hockeyville, and they do it every year. I think they might do one in Canada and in the US. But what they do is they basically find a rink to give $250,000 to. So the teams are nominated. They run voting contest or whatever for the team, and at the end of the day, there's like 4 or 5, and then they choose one of these teams to give $250,000, or one of these rinks to give $250,000 to remodel. And I thought, well, why don't we do that for beer leaguers?
Yeah.
And I did it before. Like, I did it twice. 2017 and 2018. Shout out Tomcats in St. John's, Newfoundland.
How did they win it?
They were just the best beer league team. So we had like challenges that were up and
Okay.
around. And so basically they had to get people to vote on their page. Then they had to show up to our live podcast and be represented in the podcast. They had to design a jersey. There was different things that they had to do to become the champion. So shout out them. And then shout out some team in Florida that won the second one. I don't remember who they were. They weren't nearly as fun as Tomcats, but no offense. With all due respect. But so I went out to St. John's, Newfoundland, and I awarded them this prize. And it was crazy because there were 4 or 5 different teams that were at the end, and we didn't announce the winner. I just showed up in their hometown. So like everyone had to plan like a little party.
Yeah.
If I showed up at your party, you won.
Sad. So everyone's having a party. Like they keep looking towards the door. Maybe he'll come. And you never came for 3 people.
But here's what I thought. Well, at least they're still partying. You know, so
that's
still
true.
A good time,
but I think
you know?
Partying, knowing that money is going to walk in the front door, might be more fun.
Well, no, if it does walk in, it is more fun. Doesn't it mean more? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I have this idea. I want to bring it back and I want to make it bigger and better. So I want to try to give away $12,000 in free gear. So I got to find sponsors first. I don't have $12,000 just to toss out.
What? Sell 48 pairs of your 60 jeans.
No. Now listen, I think when I budget it, I think I'm going to need about $20,000 total.
Okay.
25. Let's say 25.
Because you pay yourself the 18,000.
No. Because I think what we're going to have to do, because the problem that we ran into last time is there's a lot of cheaters in this world.
Ooh.
There were like on the voting thing, like you could tell like from where like a bunch of votes came from the same like internet IP address. And then we talked to them about it and like, oh, it's just in my office. And I'm like, well, how big is your office? Because there was like 2,200 votes from your office in like,
I mean, at least they cared that much, I guess.
Right? And so we'd stuff. Of course you would, but then I had to leave the ban hammer on some people, and it made people hate me. But I think if we really invest in like to build the website and like a system that works to where I don't have to be the bad guy and we can just make you the bad guy, I think that would be incredible.
Okay. I agree.
I agree.
Okay. So what's step one?
We got to find sponsors to give us $12,000 in gear.
Okay. Why would they want to do that?
Well,
I'm being the sponsor. I'm at a meeting with you right now. Why should I give you this money?
For us, I mean, it's always exposure, right? I mean, you're going to be sponsoring. So when these teams are doing the challenges, for example, like they're going to have to do things like tag the sponsor, build a piece of content around this sponsor and share it. That's kind of how you play that out, right? And so, and it's a big, like you want it to be a big thing because like all these gloves, free bags, free jerseys. So you want to, I think it would be a big deal. I think it would be cool to have all these sponsors in and around a beer league thing, and that's my idea.
Done.
It's called Nick Hockeyville. No, it's not called that.
Oh,
call it Nick and Jillian's.
Whoever is the biggest sponsor gets it named after them. Yeah,
Nick and Jillian's. Cool deal.
So far, super original.
Yeah,
I don't know where you come up with this stuff.
I know it's Virgil. So,
hi Virgil.
All right, so that's my idea. Okay, before we get, I mean, don't you think it would work? I think it'll work. I think all my ideas work. Okay,
I'm literally in. This is the problem. We have 2 idea guys.
12,000. Are you in for that or what?
Yeah, I'll Venmo you.
Oh, let's go. She don't even care about her dog.
Oh, sorry. There's a limit.
Oh, damn. Well, I know it's not 8,000 because I've sent a rink $8,000 in Venmo for ice payment before.
Whoa! Don't tell the government that. She paid tax on
that. I just claim that I did it. I mean, I do my taxes. It's an expense for me. It's the rink you're gonna have to talk about, bro. So, all right, let's get to. We have another sponsor to talk about. It's Tucker Hockey. Tucker Hockey. And listen, I love Tucker Hockey. I just met with these guys the other day. Great peoples. I just had to sit down with them at Starbucks. I actually had to drive to a freaking place and get some coffee with them. But here's the deal. I like traveling to play hockey. I don't know if you know that about me.
I've heard things. 5 a.m. flights, baby.
Is that a green flag or a red flag?
It depends on who you're with, I guess.
Experience the ultimate Czech Republic hockey adventure with Tucker Hockey. Highlights of the tour: 5 thrilling hockey games in iconic cities that I can't pronounce. One of them's Prague, Plzeň, Karlovy Vary, Olomouc. Anyway, those cities. 2 weeks,
Okay.
2 weeks of accommodations. Most meals included unforgettable excursions showcasing the beauty and culture of the Czech Republic. You get custom golf shirts and team jerseys, and you play hockey in the Czech Republic. And the beer there, cheaper than water.
Watinsky.
Right? I could be drinking
Dang.
beer in the Czech Republic. But nonetheless, these guys are looking to put together a team and go over and tour the Czech Republic and play hockey. So check them out at tuckerhockey.com. Just check out the European vacation tab and they'll take you there. They don't have the pricing. And that was the big thing that I told them. It's like, listen, I want to help you guys. I want to promote it because I like you. I believe in you. I think you will do good for the people, but we got to have a little bit more stuff. And so now that, they're asking me like, well, can you help us? Because obviously I do tours myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course I will, because we're not in the Czech Republic yet. And I think it'll be good. I know there's a lot of our customers or players that want to go to the Czech Republic. So let's go over there with Tucker Hockey. They're good people, probably a little higher skill level than I am.
What are you?
So I'm a huge locker room guy. Huge.
Okay.
I'm big in the locker room.
A very good friend, a loyal friend.
Yep.
Good dad.
Yeah. I'm always I'm trying to tell jokes, trying to get people up and going. I'm always, shit talking goalies, just the huge,
Yeah.
That's me.
So. A joke. Well, I don't want to not give Tucker their time, but just when you said joke, it reminded me of a joke.
Okay, tell the joke.
Okay, this one's for Tucker. No, it's not. This is not
one's
to be associated.
Okay, maybe it's not for Tucker.
It's not.
Okay, this is not for you, Tucker.
What do a walrus and a Tupperware have in common?
What do a walrus and a Tupperware have in common? I don't know.
They both like a tight seal.
Ooh, love it. Love it. Shout out to you, Tucker Hockey. Let's go. So go check out tuckerhockey.com. And if you want to go to Czech Republic, those are your guys. They'll have way more information coming out on the website, but go check them out. They do a bunch of camps and things for all levels of adult hockey here in Calgary. They're very well known, very respected. So you don't have to worry about that. And listen, I'm a man of the people. You are my people. I would never steer you wrong. So tuckerhockey.com.
That's true. I believe in you.
Right, that leads into our travel stuff. So we have our travel drama. Which travel drama would you like to, from the Japan or the Scandinavia? Which one would you want first?
Let's start in Japan.
Hi. That's how they say yes in Japan. I know.
Oh, cool. How do they say no?
Ai. Yeah, ai. Yeah, ai.
French,
yeah,
Japanese, he does
it all. No.
Okay.
Hell, and let me tell you, Oklahoma. Hell no.
That's just any country singer.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Well, from Oklahoma, yeah. All right, so Japan. This is I've found the worst part of planning travel hockey stuff, and that's people fucking bailing on you after they've committed and you've committed to them. It sucks. And listen, I am not the people that bailed.
But
they probably no. I mean, listen, they probably have a good reason to bail. Like they're going to look out for themselves and their families' well-being.
Yeah.
Completely get that. The hard part is that they committed, they paid the deposit. Then because they paid it and agreed to the payment plan, I went ahead and fronted the money for them to go. I had to pay for stuff.
Oh.
And so that number one that sucks. But number two is we had 10 skaters, which is the perfect amount of beer league players for a team.
Yeah.
When 2 people bail, you're not just screwing me over with the money, but the players that we only have 8 players now.
Dang.
And that sucks. So if you want to go, now we filled one of the spots. We have one spot left where they've paid their deposit already. I will give you their deposit if you want to sign up and come to Japan. And it's going to be incredible. Half the time in Tokyo, the other half in Osaka. You don't have to worry about anything. We're going to meet you at the airport. We're going to ship your bags where they need to go. Content Girl Brooklyn is, as a matter of fact. She's going to ship the bags where they need to go. She's going to get you on the train. I'm going to meet you at the train station like this. And then I'm going to get you to where we need to go. And then we're going to, yeah, maybe. And then we're going to then we're going to travel around and we're going to check out Japan. I'm booking the tours right now. I'm in the process of finishing that up. There's one guy that gave us a tour and took some killer photos of us around Shinjuku, and I'm trying to see if he can do like a 20-person group so we can get some cool Japanese photos in Shinjuku. But it's going to be rad. So if you want to go to Japan, if it's someplace that you're like, I want to go to Japan, it'd be really cool. I want to play hockey in Japan, which is basically how I started going to Japan. Then come with us. It's $3,800 minus
That's
the $300.
not a lot for everything to be taken care of.
You have to get there on the flight though, right? The flight is on you, but everything else, right? I mean, food is on you, but food is so cheap in Japan. We'll be going together, right? So we'll go into like the ramen shop and spend 500 yen, which is all of like $3, right? So,
yeah. Let's face it. That's the worst part about trying to figure out like going to a different country. It's like,
100.
I don't want to plan my itinerary. If someone could just do it for me, I would totally.
And worrying about the culture and things you do and don't do and getting around with the language barrier. And I've done this. I've done this for you. I did it for you, as a matter of fact. I've went twice for you. I figured out most of the ins and outs. And now I'm saying, hey, give me your hand and let me guide you through the marvelous world of Japan and Japanese. I need more Japanese music.
Dun, dun, dun,
let me guide you through the marvels of Japan. All right. So come with us, Japan. So that's basically the crap part about traveling these is, and listen, like I'm not shitting on the people that did it. Sucks for those involved. I'm a big boy. I'll pull up my big boy panties and I'll figure it out. But I really don't want to be out the $7,500 or whatever it is. That's no good. That could be spent on things like Ozbots for Jillian.
That's not going to make someone want to go.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And then here's the next one, Scandinavia, which is going to be wild.
Scandinavia.
Listen, this one sold out really fast. We have like 47 people going to Scandinavia. That's
Dang.
a lot.
Why do people like it so much?
Well, the problem is Virgil running around in my head.
Little hammy.
Like we sold out the first team pretty quickly. I was like, let's do a second team. And we sold that out. And then I was like, let's do 3 or 4 teams. And I was like, whoa, that's getting a little too much. And so I had to cut it off, but it was sold out. 16 skaters on each side. Each team has 2 goalies. But there's a lot of moving parts. Okay. You would think that one sane person would say, let's just go to one country and be done. No. Not me. Norway, Sweden, Denmark. That's where I'm hitting. And that was actually my first idea for the worldwide tour. And I only did Italy because I was like, holy shit, Scandinavia is so big. We should do a smaller one so I could work out some kinks and such.
Yeah.
Not those kind of kinks, but we all have those too.
We don't shame.
Yeah, no, we don't shame. We don't shame. We listen and we don't judge.
Yeah.
But so we have everything booked. Everything's basically paid for. I mean, I make monthly payments to the travel agents, and we only have like 2 payments left. But they let me know on Friday at 5 p.m. at the end of close.
Oh no!
Day, so I couldn't respond.
Oh, that's why they did it.
Oh,
like,
I think so.
Here's what happened.
Oh, I think so.
We're shut down.
I mean, listen, it's gotten so bad with these couple travels that I'm just like, why don't I become a travel agent and book all my own stuff? Which I am. Like I'm not a travel agent, but I'm associated with a couple agencies now, and so now I can book my own stuff freely. And Japan will be the first one that I'm doing all on my own.
Oh,
so I could fuck it up, but it'll be cool. It'll be cool. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But no, so they didn't call me. They emailed me on Friday and they said, hey, on that next to last night, you're supposed to cruise from Copenhagen, Denmark overnight back to Oslo, Norway, where you end your tour last day. And then you fly out the day after that.
Yeah.
Well, we know it's 3 months in advance or 2.5 or whatever. There's no more cruise. Like they said they're having maintenance. I'm like, maintenance? They can't, like, come on, like something's up. I can't figure out what's up, but all they basically said is you're going to have to get back to Oslo and here are the options. And all the options are way more expensive. So I got to go back to the players and be like, okay, I know we said this, but so it's been pretty stressful in that. But maybe we'll train. We'll get to see the countryside on a train instead of a bus. I don't know. But those are the pitfalls. Like people are like, well, why should I go with you? Well, because we handle that stuff for you. And is it going to cost extra money? I hope it doesn't cost extra money. I would love for it not to. But at the end of the day, at least these things are, handled by someone else. And you're just, I let people know this is what's going on. I don't want to keep anything from them. So they don't have to worry about it because eventually we'll get it covered off. So that's why you should go with us because we cover shit off. But there are things if people's like, why don't I just book my own trips? Okay, cool. You can do that too. But there's a lot of shit that goes along with it, man.
Yeah, that company's gonna email you instead, and instead of being like, "Oh well, Nick will figure it out," you have to figure it out, and
Yeah,
no
and
one wants to do
if
that.
you're planning your own trip and it's just you, they don't give two shits about
That's
you.
on you.
They don't really give shits about 1-2 people. But when you're rolling 47 deep into Scandinavia, you won't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? You don't fuck with us.
I know what you're saying.
Scandinavia, except for in Scandinavia, I bet they're like tall Nordic Viking people. So
Blonde.
Yeah, blonde.
Are they Nordic?
Isn't Scandinavia?
What's the country
a
with like the
country?
best looking people? Isn't that what is that one?
I thought it was Sweden.
Yeah. Something like, oh, you're
I thought it was
an
BLPA
8
Big
in
Show.
America, but you're a 3 in Sweden.
Yeah, I thought it was BLPA Big Show. Whoever hosts most handsome people.
Oh,
that's us.
I don't know.
Us.
Okay. Oh.
I was trying to say you're pretty, Jillian. Jesus.
Wow. Just come right out and say it.
Take a compliment. I'm trying to beat around the bush here.
No.
All right. So anyway,
Speaking of bush.
We're going there. Okay.
The president.
What shape is it? What shape is it this week? Hope it's a star. It would be hard to do.
Well, yeah.
shapes
Think
in
of
the
how
bush,
hard it was
right?
in Squid Game just for them to like poke out the thing. I think it'd be even harder if you were just creating a shape from.
But like, how would they do? Like, are you like looking down like this and shaving it, or are you doing like a mirror? Because the mirror would be very hard. Because even like when I'm in this camera and I want to move my hat to a side, sometimes I'll do this when I meant to move it the other way. So like, you could really mess up your bush shape.
I'm sorry,
you know
that sounds difficult for you. So we're talking mirror or just looking straight down?
Well, no.
Well, shapes. If it's all the shapes are equal on both sides.
I can look down. Yeah, but okay. But what if you're not using a stencil? What if you're
hold
just
on,
freehand?
guys. If you're not using a
freehanding
stencil,
your bush shape. Yeah, I'm talking about 100% all natural freehanding bush shapes. That's what I'm talking.
All right, let's do a poll in the Facebook
None
group.
of the stencil.
How many of you free?
Yeah, do you freehand your bush or not? But anyway, speaking of bush, that was like my second concert ever. By the way, Bush.
It was your what?
The second ever concert in my life. Like,
Bush?
Yeah, Bush, the band, Gavin Rossdale.
I don't know that.
You don't know Bush?
No.
You don't know the group?
Wait, is Gavin
Bush?
Rossdale the one that was married to Pink?
Gwen Stefani.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. They look really alike though.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Gavin Rossdale. Oh, you know, but I bet if you listen to some song like Machine Head, breathe in, breathe out, got a machine head. No. Yeah.
Keep singing.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
Sing the whole
I mean, I
thing.
can know it, but got a big old gun, got a big old gun, got a big old bullet, and I wish I could say, that's another one.
That just sounds like you're making up a song on the spot. I have to be honest.
It's a little.
No, it's okay. I don't know them.
Kill.
I'll do anything so I don't have to hear another.
Yeah, Bush. Listen to Bush. Gavin Rossdale is good.
Okay.
Science of Things. Lots of jams back in the day.
Maybe.
But Machine Head would probably be the most popular one, I would think, or Glycerine. Those are the two most popular. But anyway,
I'll for sure look them up after this. For sure.
No, I don't. I'll send you.
We had a beer drama.
Don't you worry. We do have a beer drama, but I want to ask you which of these 2026 places you think we should go for the worldwide before we go to the drama. Okay. Back to Sweden, but just do Sweden, not all the good looking people. Remember all the hotties. Okay. If you're an 8 on BLPA Big Show, you're a 3 in Sweden. That's basically right. Exactly. We could go to Munich or Austria.
That's my homeland. No, Austria. It's my fam. That's where I'm from.
You're from Minnesota.
It's my roots. My roots.
Okay. We could go to Italy again.
Are you just thinking of them right now?
No, I had put 4 of them. I'm asking which ones you think.
Okay.
Or we could go to France.
France. Do you think that?
Yeah.
Wait, do you think that your zero sugar Dr. Pepper, it's like the Mexican Coke? Like it'll be like the French zero Dr. Pepper?
Maybe. Zero sucre.
Sucre. I think that you have to go to France or Austria.
Okay. I've been to one.
You've been to France.
Austria.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been to Salzburg, Austria, and played hockey there.
Okay, go to France.
Yeah, that's where Cooper wants to go. Guess why?
Team Coop. Because of French fries.
Because there's a Disney in Paris.
Oh, see, do it for your kid.
Well, I mean, I got to get other people to come with me.
Well, I don't know why they wouldn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's true. So I really do want to go to France. We got to go back to Italy in 2026 for sure, because I made friends there, and she's like, "You got to bring them back. You got to bring them back." And so,
Cool.
we got to do an Italy one again. But I really, it hasn't come to fruition, but I really want to do the Munich Salzburg at the end of 2025, so we can go to the Christmas markets. That would be
yeah. That one is happening. I thought that was October.
Well, it's November. We leave on Thanksgiving if we can make it. We need 10 players, and I think we only have 4 or 5 committed, maybe. So need about 5 more players, and then we'll go.
Sweet.
So,
France.
All right. So we got drama.
We had an update of drama.
We have an updated drama. We have another drama, and then we also have to talk about a couple other tournament talks and give stuff away.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you want to do the real drama, like in terms of the new one, or the update that I got?
I kind of want to know the update.
Okay. So everyone remembers that that French fuck Pierre.
Yeah. Speaking of French.
Yes. So he basically took off with his team's money. They hadn't heard from him. And so I just reached out and said, hey, like we did this follow up on, Billy Fun Day.
Yeah.
Do you have any follow up? And he said, I have follow up, but not an ending. So it's just a follow up update, right? So, listen, it seems like it's going way beyond losing 14 grand for our team, which sucks. After we realized Pierre ghosted our entire team, everyone went into panic mode, calling, texting, sliding into his DMs, you name it. Of course, total radio silence from Pierre, except for the occasional Facebook check-in where he'd post memes and things about living your best life.
Oh,
real classy, huh? Pierre.
Wow.
Pierre. A couple weeks later, one of the guys on the team says he saw Pierre at a casino a couple towns over. We all kind of laughed it off, just joking, figured it was some other French Canadian guy rocking a Habs jersey. But then our friend sends us this blurry cell phone pic, and sure enough, it's fucking Pierre, bellied up to a craps table, living it up like he's on the Vegas Strip. Meanwhile, we're back home forfeiting games because the league hasn't seen a dime of our money. So what should we do? So that's basically the follow-up.
You just gotta let go and let God, baby.
I don't think so. I think if you know that he's going to a casino, you fucking go over there.
Hold on. I like where you're going.
Mount up with the
pose
team.
as the dealer. Set up your own table. You buy a black vest, the white button down.
And you just keep taking his bets.
That's right. You win back that $14,000 on your own.
I think if Pierre won't contact you, I don't know the legal ramifications. Is this grand theft? I don't know. Can you report it to the police? I don't know. But you know what you could do? You could get a bunch of the boys. You can go over to the fucking casino and try to straighten Pierre out and see what the fuck's going on,
Yeah, or you could slip like something from the casino into his pocket while he's sitting at the table and then be like, hey, casino security, I think this guy stole something. And then he goes to prison for the rest of his life.
But the problem is that there are cameras in all casinos and they'd be able to see you slipping it in.
Under the table cameras?
Probably. I mean,
yeah, like yours.
Yeah, you want to see that one again? Or
what? I've seen enough.
Thank you. But nonetheless, that's the follow-up. And I guess what should he do? I think they should go confront him, but Pierre seems like a real piece of trash, to be honest with you.
I totally agree. That's a significant enough amount of money that like
$14,000. 14.
Yeah.
Think of how many little mini Osbot cameras. Yeah, well, we could have one. I would get the first one and I'd leave the 2,000 for you. Or maybe work a deal where we get 2 at one. I don't know.
2 for 1.
And basically she's saying hair transplants because before we went started recording, she started pulling out her hair, saying, "Oh, my hair is falling out. I'm going to save it for you. I want to save it for you so you can have a wig." And then she said, "Maybe we'll just both get hair transplants."
And you're telling me that's not generous?
I didn't say it wasn't. I'm happy. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
I'm
appreciate
trying
that.
to make a wig. All my hair, all the postpartum, it's coming. I'm like, I don't even want to brush my hair because it just comes out, and I have just like tufts, tumbleweeds of hairballs rolling around at any given time. Yep. I said, I could send these. I'm going to send them to you.
Okay.
So someone can use them.
I'm in. Actually, can you actually weave it into a wig? That's what I really want.
What did you think I was doing? I'm not just going to send you a ball.
Oh, hair. I didn't know. You said tufts. No, I have just put all these tufts in the vein. I opened up. I'm like, okay, got all these tufts. So
okay, right. That was your drama. Okay, well, I had one. I'm gonna read it because it was someone sent it to me.
Okay.
And I'm changing a couple details, but not changing the story, but I'm changing details.
Hit me with it
so that this person stays anonymous. Okay. Oh wait, I put it on my computer. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, gonna make this short and sweet. So I was open play, whatever, playing hockey with a few buddies at a rink that was later hosting a tournament. We were getting off the ice, whatever, before all the games start. One of the teams comes up to me and asks if I can play with them because one of their guys dropped out. Like, okay, it's a Saturday, it's a beer tourney, like, why not? I still have my gear and skates on. I'm in the locker room, and I notice the captain is super hammered. Long story short, he was so drunk that he peed in his jeans and then proceeded to remove his jeans and put them in the beer cooler. His team was pissed, no pun intended. The beer is ruined before the game even starts. And then to top it off, during the very first game, the ref kicks him out for being too drunk and unruly. This is the captain of the team. But anyway, the rest of the guys were great. So.
Okay, let me tell you the number one rule of beer league out there. I actually have written the 10 commandments of beer league.
Yeah.
Okay? The most important commandment is thou shalt not shit in your own team's dressing room.
Okay.
That's number one. Don't shit in your own locker room. It's not cool.
It was don't be a dick.
That's the number one rule of our tournaments. Okay. Oh. And part of being a dick would be shitting in your own team's locker room. This is not cool. All right. It's not cool.
Would that be the equivalent of like heating up salmon in the microwave at work?
Or tuna. Tuna. Salmon doesn't really smell that bad, does it, when it's heated up?
No, maybe I just had sushi recently, so it's the first one that came to my head. I do love sushi. Tuna.
You should go to Japan with us, because there's a lot of sushi
there. Okay, sorry. Go on. No less. So no pooping.
Yeah, don't poop in your own team's dressing room. Number one. That's number one. Okay. Number two is you don't fuck with the beer. Sounds like this captain. But then I have other questions. Okay. So he peed in his pants.
Yeah, jeans.
One in his jeans. How much pee was there? And like he just took it and here's my pants. I don't think
it was a dribble.
Here's my pants, and they just drops them in. So now there's piss all in the cooler. But let me ask you this question: couldn't you just take the beers out and rinse off the cans?
Would you want to?
How hard up are you for beer? I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I don't think I think I would be.
You're in a sterile though.
When it's in your body, once it's out, it's not sterile anymore.
Well, it's just mixed with some jeans and some. No, because don't people in the desert drink their urine to help?
No one has to drink pee.
Ever?
I mean, in this tournament, in this story.
Okay.
You're trying to make a case for somebody to have a drink his pee.
Well, no, I'm trying to wonder I'm just trying to walk up how bad this is that you.
I guess it's not so bad. It's just kind of funny.
It's shitty.
It's kind of funny that it happened.
It is funny for sure. I would have a stern talking to this captain about, hey, how about you don't put your piss pants in our beer cooler, right?
Yeah.
But listen, I've seen some crazy things.
Name one.
Let me tell you about Big Joe in Phoenix, who did piss his pants. We didn't know he pissed his pants. We only know he pissed his pants because we found his pants later. And we found them later after we found Big Joe passed out in the lobby of our Phoenix hotel the next morning. And we're like, Big Joe, why don't you have any pants?
He was naked?
He just had boxers on.
Why did he remove his pants and on?
Because he peed on them.
I know, but he peed on his boxers too then.
True, but when you're drunk, what are you going to do, right?
I guess, yeah, logical reasoning isn't the first thing that happens
Yeah.
when you're drunk.
And so we had to hunt around the Scottsdale Plaza Resort and
Oh.
find Big Joe's pants.
You
We
had to
found them.
smell them before you saw them.
Well, they were stuffed outside behind a cactus. To
Of
be
course.
frank with you. I mean, that's what you do when you're drunk. You find a cactus, you know,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So there's been some crazy. I seen. Let me tell you a story about Limbacher.
Oh.
Jason,
Oh.
Burley Jason.
Let me hear.
And I think we've told the story, so I think I'm pretty safe. And I have a photo to prove it. So I think I can't remember if this is one of his first drafts. It was early on in his draft lifestyle change, career.
Okay.
Yeah, in his draft history, whatever. And we were in another time. Apparently, shit just pops off in Phoenix, right? Because this happened in Phoenix too. So Jason is extremely intoxicated, right? Picture starts circulating, and it's Jason at a John Wayne urinal. You know what a John Wayne urinal is?
Nope.
The one that goes all the way to the floor, not the one that's just
Oh.
John Wayne's
Okay.
all the way to the
Yeah.
floor. And it's him literally with his stuff in his hand.
Member.
You can't see his member, but you can tell what he's doing. But he's
Okay.
passed out on the wall. Just
Oh,
passed out.
Jason.
And then turns out that wasn't his most ideal sleeping position.
Figured, yeah.
The most ideal sleeping position is to have your head on the ground next to the urinal. And so we do. I still have that picture somewhere of Jason passed out of a urinal, which it's hilarious and it's a funny story to tell. And it's like, hey, sometimes you go too hard at these things, right? It's just the way it goes sometimes.
Jason.
Yeah. So crazy things. Does any of this stuff ever happen at volleyball?
No.
Like you were telling me, like, oh, people drink because I was like,
they do.
We're like, we should do some volleyball tournaments, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. It seems kind of dangerous, like drinking and running around. Like people drink and skate around. How is that not more dangerous?
Yeah, I was like, how is skating less dangerous when you're on ice?
It just seems
and a puck.
It just seems weird. And so I was like, I wonder what's different about beer league hockey and beer league volleyball. Like, people just aren't getting like blasted at volleyball, are they?
Well, are they at hockey tournaments and then going on the ice? Because it sounds like it happens after.
Well, it happens. I mean, people are drinking all the time. I mean, there's a guy named Matt, who, by the way, we need to talk about Matt. Might be for another episode, but Matt's crazy. I'm not saying he's drunk on the ice, but he's drinking all day, right? He's got a tolerance. But yeah, there have been some people that have been so blasted that I've had to say, hey, why don't you not play this game? Since it's not danger to you and to other people. So that, I mean, that does happen for sure. For sure.
So that's the same, I think, with any sport. Like you'd be drinking before you play volleyball. And then some people are like, oh, they're too drunk. They're not going to play.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I just drinking in volleyball, like hockey is like, you have your skates on, everything's tight, right? You got all these pads on, but in volleyball, like you have no like ankle protection. So like you think drunk, like you jump up, like I'm going up, I'm on a spike, bam. And I land and my ankle rolls up, you know, and then I'm out for a while, you know.
That happens when you're sober, I would say, more than when you're drunk. But I will say you get like, you know, you get a little bit more confidence when you're drinking.
Do you wear do you wear like ankle braces?
Some people do.
Yeah,
I do not.
I would wear ankle braces and the tightest short shorts I could find. Just to make, you know, everyone needs a good volleyball butt. And, you know, and then I'd probably also wear knee pads.
No, sure. Well, almost everyone wears knee pads.
Okay, knee pads. And
that's normal.
Maybe even some elbow pads. Cause I'm diving for balls. Like I'm not the type that just let a ball fall, you know, nonchalantly over there.
That's the kind of mentality I want on my team.
Yeah, I'm out there digging, diving.
Very good.
In short shorting. That's what I'm doing. That's me.
And you will fit in with every other volleyball player. You nailed it.
I would probably also wear a bandana, but probably not like a full, like I would make it into like a thing where it's like tied around, like not all the way, not like Justin Timberlake.
Like a sushi chef?
Yes. That's what I would do for sure. And
I'd wear Virgil? Is this Virgil right now?
No, I don't know. And then I'd also wear one. I'd wear one eye black stripe, just one. I'd wear one and then draw it down here, just a little intimidation factor. You know? Yeah. So that's
not like the baseball players in the South who have like the big crosses and then they'll have like a Bible verse in their Instagram bio. And then it's like, we know that you don't know what Psalm 48:7 is.
But we do. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. Oh, wait,
John
that's
3:16. Don't you ever.
But no, I think in baseball they have the guns where they take it and they drag it here and they go all the way down, and it's just like,
it's like it's not that
what do
bright.
yeah, it's not, and it's more intimidation. That's what I would do in volleyball.
Maybe I could do that when I'm playing pickleball.
Well, I don't want the sun in my eyes in the volleyball court, right? But hey, is my idea of mud volleyball not good? Like that's just doesn't seem like, but it looks fun. It's so fun.
Yeah, but like sticky and like for your feet, I'm thinking of getting stuck in the mud. Like playing in sand is hard enough.
Well, I don't think it's like that so much mud. It's more like it's a hard base layer. And
this sounds more fantasy than like practical or fun.
There's literally a huge tournament in Ohio that I sent you that picture from.
Really?
It's mud volleyball. It just looks really fun, right? You dig out the pit like this much, and then you fill it with water. Whoa!
What in the heck? How do you make it go back? If you can't see, if you can't. Wait, that is really clear picture.
Here we go.
Oh my god! He just put his hands in a little pinch position to show how much the depth of the mud, and the camera zoomed in so close on his face.
Hey, Ozbot, what are you doing?
How do you make it? He's trying to reverse pinch to make it go back down.
Come on, body.
Ozzy.
All right.
Why am I trying to do like I have that camera?
Okay, well, wow, that was cool though, right?
That was.
It is a clear photo.
Pinch it again.
I need a tan. All this Canadian whiteness in here.
I could send you some bronzer drops.
Okay, perfect. All right, so
okay.
Where are we?
I don't know.
The last thing that we were going to talk about birthday, and am I going to try to fly somewhere and like meet you for your birthday? Maybe we'll talk about
what weekend is it?
Well, your birthday is 29th.
Yeah, correct. That's a Wednesday.
Yeah. So if I just show up and knock on your door?
That would be
wild, wouldn't it? And I have all our podcast stuff. I'm like, let's podcast.
I'm like, get out. Wednesday. I'm free Wednesday.
Okay. Well, I'll have to see. I said something to Tanis about it, and she's like, "Are you really going to go? Who's going to pay for it?" I'm like, "The people. People.
If the people can fund the trip, then do it."
She's like, "What people?" And I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like,
"I don't know. I'm going to ask my."
I'm like, I can go to. It can be like a work trip. Like I can go to San Francisco, tour a couple rinks, try to get some ice, celebrate a birthday with Jillian. You know what?
Yeah,
that sounds like a tax write off.
That's a good way to spend a Wednesday.
I don't know. Yeah.
Let's go skating. Oh wait, my skates from Minnesota, I think.
Well, we'll get number one fan. Look how close I am. What? Fixed it.
Oh, it zoomed back out.
Probably.
Wait, you did this to make it.
You just fill it up with this much water. Okay, weird. I was so close. Let me get back close.
Okay.
Listen here, number one fan. You'll just send Jillian her skates. That would be great.
Mom, send me my skates, please.
Nonetheless, okay. Savannah update. We'll do it quick because I know we're over the hour.
Oh my god.
Savannah, we need more players. Boston, we need more players. Lake Louise, we need more players. Fucking sign up. Let's play hockey.
Yeah.
Let's drink. Okay. We were going to talk about.
Let's have a good time.
We're going to talk about short benches and volleyball and that kind of stuff, but we'll save that. I got one more thing to talk about before we get to this giveaway.
Okay.
BLPA Sportsman of the Year. We have 3 people now. I asked one day on the group about, hey, I kind of want to like honor one person every year. I'd like to do more awards. Like if we did like the Emmys, but for BLPA, maybe we can work on that too. We can do, but I was like, let's do like the BLPA Sportsman of the Year, like the person that like embodies what BLPA is about. And so I said, you can nominate someone in this poll, or here's a few people that resonate with me. And listen, I'm not saying that just because they resonate with me doesn't means they're going to win. It's just when I see people, I kind of get whatever. And so I let the poll go, and there were 3 overwhelming people that got top votes. Now we got to figure out how to award these people, but I want to announce the 3 finalists for the BLPA Sportsman of the Year award.
Okay.
And this is in no particular order.
Okay.
Can we zoom in? John Andre.
Ooh.
I mess up this guy's last name every time, so I'm going to say it both ways. Matt Margiotta or
Oh, this
Margiana.
is my sunglasses competitor.
Dennis Rosica.
Wee.
So those three guys, I guess, have resonated with a lot of people in the BLPA. So they're in the running for the BLPA Sportsman of the Year award.
That's
Me and
sweet.
Jillian are going to discuss how to do it. We have a trophy for you.
Okay.
It's being made right now.
Hey.
Trophy. So
Okay.
basically, the BLPA Sportsman of the Year. So, are
That's
you ready?
sweet.
Are you ready for giveaway time?
I'm
Giveaway.
born ready. Let's do
Okay,
this.
born ready. Remember, this is going to be for a $25 Amazon gift card,
Okay. Take it.
or you can double it and give it to the next guy.
Okay.
And the only way you can win this is if you hear your number right here, and then you message me and say, this is the email address that you need to send it to.
Yeah.
And listen, if anyone listening isn't the one that wins and they tell the person that won because the person didn't listen, fuck you.
Yeah.
With all due respect. But
You
fuck you.
you heard him.
It's 367.
That's me.
That's you?
No.
All right, send me your okay.
That'd be cool, though.
367. If you were number 367, shoot me a message. Say, hey Nick, I was number 367. And
369.
we'll do it. And next week we'll do it again. Right. And if this person doesn't take it and doubles it and gives it to the next guy, then we'll do 75. Because if you double and give it to the next guy, it's 50 plus the 25. Right? 367.
Whoa. So you're adding on. Okay. So it's not just 50.
Zoom.
This would be really good for. Wow. You could
Cool.
do a good makeup tutorial with this camera.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Other than that, let's leave this talking about our sponsors. Obviously, Tucker Hockey.
Yay.
TuckerHockey.com if you want to go to Czech Republic and you'll play some badass hockey over there in 5 cities. Only one of them that I can pronounce. Go see them. TuckerHockey.com. But our main sponsor, Bardown Sports Co.com. Go over there, use code BLPA, get $10. Why would you not fucking do it? It's silly for you not to do it. It's just silly.
Come on.
Don't be
I'll pick
don't
up
be
a quarter off the
silly
sidewalk.
Yeah,
I'm
don't be
taking
a silly
$10.
Jilly,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, don't be silly Jilly.
On the outside.
Zero sucre.
Sucre. Zero sucre.
All right. Other than that, guys, go check out BardownSportsCo.com and listen to us podcast things.
Yeah.
But what I really want to leave you with is, can we make this Wafflehouse thing happen? I think it would be hilarious.
Okay, post it in the group. I'm going to Wafflehouse. Mama hungry.
No. I want them to pay to see how long we can stay at the Wafflehouse.
Yeah,
what
but
if
you
it was
gotta
me
tell
and you?
them.
So they fly you out.
Okay.
And they fly me out to wherever, right? Well, okay, we fly each other out, but it's gotta be covered, right? And then, but what if it's like a 48-hour Waffle House stint?
Oh, I'm gonna be tired.
But you'll have money.
I'll do it.
I mean, you already have a baby. Do you have to fly
I know.
the baby
I already
out too?
not sleeping as much.
I don't know. Then you don't need a baby. You got a husband, right?
Yeah. 50-50 parenting.
You can pump her
It's a
up.
revolution.
You can pump it up and then he can feed the baby that way for a while.
Couldn't I just bring the baby in there?
Yes, because then that would be one crying baby. It'd be part of our stats.
Done.
But is it just? But if he's there the whole time, is it just one crying baby? Or do we count?
He can leave and come back, and we can count it as more if we want.
Okay, if we just need stats, I love stats for sure.
Yeah,
I love getting
big stats guy.
All right, anything to plug before we leave, Jillian?
No.
All right, I have a lot of stuff to plug. Hey, just follow us, the BLPA. Do everything that we ask you to do without question. All right. We read Bible verses. What else do you want? Okay, we're like preachers now. All right.
Yeah, we're for the people.
All right, be good or be good at it.